Call to order this meeting of Town Council, Oak Ridge Town Council, July 9th, 2026, here at Town Hall. We do not have someone to give us the invocation, so I'll ask you to stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. We'll now go with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, on our next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Mayor, ask that we approve the agenda with the removal of item number 10 to be discussed at a later date.
There's been a proposal. Do we have a second on that?
Second.
Second. There's been a proposal to go with this agenda without the new business consideration of awarding a contract for construction of park entrance master plan parking. Is there any discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Five ayes. We have three, the next item, we have three minutes from the following meetings: the June 4th regular meeting, the June 30th special called meeting, and then a revised January 12th special called meeting that needed some adjustment. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll make a motion that we approve all three items, A, B, and C.
Okay, and can I take your so moved to?
Sure.
As the
That can be a second.
Okay, so we have, motion's been made to approve all three approve all 3 minutes. Any discussion? I don't think so. If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. The next thing on our agenda is in resolutions, proclamations, and announcements is the presentation to animal rescue groups by Canine Capers Committee. I'll call on Annette Joyce to lead that discussion and the presentations. Thank you. State your name and address.
Annette Joyce, and I thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. Canine Capers is an event that we've been putting on now for 12 years, and it's an event for people, but mainly for their dogs, to have a great time. We do all kinds of things, but the end result is that we are able to give all our proceeds to participating rescues. And they are here tonight, and I'll be passing out the checks, so I'll just call them up individually. The first presentation goes to Rough Love.
Can you come forward, please?
And our second, if you'll just line up okay. Our second check is to Triad Golden Retriever Rescue. And then we have the Haley Graves Foundation. We also have Red Dog Farm. I'm not sure if they're here tonight. They are not. And then we have the North Star Bloodhounds with a special visit by Caboose. And finally, we have Vintage Fur. They couldn't be here tonight, so we'll just be sending them their check. But all of these people did participate in our event. We're happy to have them each year, and we're happy to present them these checks. So thank you. Yeah.
I think we'll take time for pictures with you folks. Okay, council stand.
All right, I'm going to take several. Okay. Start now. Whoops, we're taking off. I got them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for what.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Next on our agenda is the report from Guilford County Sheriff's Office. We have Deputy Vieira with us. Can you come forward? Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me. For the month of June, Guilford County Sheriff's Office responded to 174 calls for service in the Oak Ridge town limits, resulting in 6 case reports. There were no significant incidents documented at all. Calls by type, if you look at the piece of paper, these are type of call upon initial dispatch, although during further investigation, the nature may change. Numbers noted on the maps indicated multiple calls for service at the same location. Offense by type, we only have 1 larceny, shoplifting. All other offenses would be 2, 1 fraud, and 2 larceny. That would be it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Deputy Vieira.
Good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Smallwood with the Guilford County Sheriff's Office. Again, thank you for having us. I just want to remind the citizens of Oak Ridge that make sure that you're keeping your doors locked. If you see something, please say something. And additionally, if you are planning any type of vacations, let the Sheriff's Office know. We don't mind coming by doing a residence check.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you for your service. Okay. It's now time for a report from the Oak Ridge Fire Department. Instead, come forward and give us your name and rank and.
Good afternoon. My name is Andrew Morton. I'm an engineer, Oak Ridge Fire Department, here to give our report from June 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2026. Throughout this period, we've had a total of 406 training hours. Our responses that we've run, and the numbers, all responses, smoke scares, lockouts, animal rescues, etc., had a total of 57 calls. False alarm responses, 5. Hazardous materials responses, 2. Rescue emergency medical responses, 34, and a total of 4 structure fires in this time period. That's all I've got for the report for the month. I also wanted to bring it to everybody's attention that's here tonight. Also, everybody that's back here as well. We have these new medical alert cards that we've been passing out to members of the community and whoever feels the need of wanting one. They're cards that people can write their medical information on. They have magnets on the back for people to put on their refrigerator so they're readily accessible for first responders or whoever that if a patient has any kind of medical issues or anything they want brought to the attention of first responders. If there's a medical emergency at the house, you can write it on the card and it's right there for us to see and whoever wants to see it, just so that that information's out there. These will be available for people to pick up out here in the front room. I'll have them on the table out there, and whoever has any questions, feel free to contact the fire department and we'll answer any questions anybody has about it. So thank you, guys.
Will those also be available at the fire department?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
You
so,
can come by either fire station, Station 15 or Station 51 and pick them up. And
Okay.
we'll be glad to give them to you and explain what they're all about and answer any questions that anybody may have.
so
Is this
see-
a local thing, or is it kind of coordinated across the county? Or
Right
state?
now, I think it's a local thing,
Okay.
so,
so see-
work.
So see Mama Gail.
yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Okay, we're going through our agenda pretty quickly. We're now down to public comments and community organization reports. I do not know if we have a special one. Mr. Bruce, are you aware of any special? Okay, I don't see anybody in the audience that's coming forward. So we're now to old business.
Wait,
Oh, excuse
comments
me.
from the public?
Oh, it's comments from the public. I'm sorry. Do we have comments from the public? Thank you, Ann. I don't see any, so we'll continue on with old business. This is the consideration approval of R-202605 for animal control, animal service with Guilford County. Mr. Bruce, you want to take us through that?
Sure. You may recall, in May, council approved an interlocal agreement with Guilford County to provide animal control and animal shelter services. We did modify the interlocal agreement to indicate that, in fact, the town of Oak Ridge has its own animal control ordinance, and Guilford County would be enforcing our animal control ordinance. However, the language on the resolution was less than clear about the fact that we also had our own animal control ordinance. So just a matter of cleaning up the language of the resolution that had been approved in May. The new version has two additions. The second whereas that indicates we've adopted our own ordinance, and then the second subsection under the resolution that simply states that they will be administering and enforcing the town's animal control ordinances within those limits.
Thank you. Okay. And I'm looking to Ms. Royal. I have that to sign here, assuming we approve this. Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. Okay, so somewhere in here, I'll dig it out. There it is. Thank you. Mr. Bruce, continuing on to your town manager's report and any issues there?
It's a short report this month, just one request, and that is to consider appointment of Beth Hayes to the Mountains to Sea Trail Committee.
Okay, there's been, this is presented. Would anybody like to make a motion to do?
I move that we appoint Beth Hayes to the Mountains to Sea Trail Committee.
Second.
Second. Okay, we have, is there any discussion? Okay, with no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, it's unanimous. Ms. Hayes, well, thank you. She's here. She's not here, but we're glad to have her on board with our great Mountains to the Sea group. Okay.
And Councilman Stone had requested to make a request during the other business section of the manager's report, and I'll defer to him.
I'm sorry.
We already did it, didn't we?
I think you're talking about
I'm
number
about
10.
removing the,
Item 10?
No, there was a discussion about revisiting the ordinance for special event centers and instructing staff on whether to pursue amendments to that.
thank you. Yeah, so our special events ordinance, we have learned that we have gaps, we have issues that all the council members have individual issues with. We would,
Special event centers.
I'm
not
sorry,
special events.
yes, the ordinance for the special events center.
Centers, okay.
Thank you for that, Ann. So, yes, so each of us has some issues with it, and so The prudent thing to do would be to ask staff to look at the ordinance and to recommend, based on council feedback, revisions to the ordinance. Is that a summation that?
Yes, the planning director specifically was just looking for some guidance to ensure that the direction the council wanted to take was a revision to that ordinance. The details of that ordinance would be worked out through the next month or two as the research and collaboration with council.
Right.
Okay, so was that a motion or?
Do you need a motion or do you just need direction from council?
I think
Motion?
a motion would be appropriate.
I make a motion that we direct staff through Mr. Bruce and through Mr. Taylor to review and revise the Special Events Center, or the Events Center ordinance.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? If there's no discussion, call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay. Earlier, Mr. Stone asked that the new business consideration of the park master plan parking lot be postponed probably to the next meeting to get some additional work. The council has talked through that during the week, so I think everybody is on board with that. That brings us to Mr. Anders. And I think you have two things, one, the financial report, and then eventually a budget amendment.
Yes, sir. The most invigorating part of everyone's evening, I know. I got to pull this. Don't tell Andrew I had to lower the mic down. He seems like a nice guy, but he is full of short jokes. They just bubble up out of him whenever he sees me. Everyone should have got a copy of the report, finance officer's report, and the financials for the month and year ended June 30th. Looking on that, everything overall, very normal month for this time of year. We're still holding a strong cash position at $1.934 million in current assets, low liabilities, and fund balance of $1.917 million. So financials are normal. We've got the comparisons, the bank balances, and everything through there. For the activity, we did get taxes, property taxes of $3,584.12, very normal. Those are residual collections, usually from older taxes and late payments, disputes with escrow companies, or et cetera. That came in. Motor vehicle taxes of $14,371.73. Those are fairly normal. They remain fairly level during the month to month. Total $17,955.85. That's all collections through the county as of 6/30. I do not expect us to get much other than motor vehicle this next month. We have received detailed email from Donna Bailey with the county. The property tax bills, because of the moratorium and them having to reprogram and reload the computers, the bills will not be going out in July. They do feel, I'm taking it, my comment would be that they're fairly confident they will get them out at the 1st of August. Appeals period is extended by the moratorium until December the 31st of 27. So some of our collection information, even into next budget cycle, may be a little bit suspect. We may not have exactly fine numbers. But with that said, the county is working on everything. The staff, when we notified them of our tax rate and everything, we've had nothing but good relations with Donna and her folks. So all of that is being taken care of for us and will be accurate. For the month, we had the normal sales and property tax, interest, planning and zoning fees are fairly small. The franchise taxes, which come every 3 months. Telecom, electric power, pipe natural gas, electric services, all of those came in fairly normal trends in that the telecom services and the video programming are gradually easing down. Depository investments, we're watching the rates. Grant compliance, Bill's done a great job. And by the way, I copied you the last grant you sent in last week. The invoice, the notification came today for the water, $917,000. So that part of North Carolina Treasury is running wide open. They did an excellent job, basically just under a week turnaround. So all of that's underway. Thompson Price Adams and Company, our new CPA firm doing the audit. They have started work already on the audit. Most of this is some of the back end. They have set up portal availability with myself on Monday. We tested it, and then they expanded the availability to both my staff members, Jennifer and Louisa, so we can load stuff. We're working on all the documents. There's going to be a little more work this first year because they don't know us. They'll need copies of most of our key documents, our debt stuff, and things such as that. So we're working on that. So far, everything has gone really, really well. We've had 2 conference calls. I had one with Brandy in the Whiteville, or Whiteville as the mayor told me I'm supposed to say, office. She handles most of the complicated back end. We've already got confirmations out to the state as of yesterday. So really on ball with it. And Hunter is the gentleman that will be leading the audit team that's going to come out in the field. I've had a conference call with him and his senior staff person about the logistics and the setup. They are going to be coming August 26th through the 28th, and then again on September the 28th with a fallback if they need it, one more day on the 30th. Overall, like I said, everything is going very well. They do quite a bit of this governmental auditing, so they've really got it dialed in, just like the letters for me to send out yesterday. Here's everything. If you don't have this, ignore this. If you do have this, do this. And we put it on letterhead and sent it out. So starting off on a really good foot. The main thing that we've got, everyone should have a copy, is the budget adjustment. And up until now, most everything's been fairly innocuous during this year. We've not done a lot of small as we have gone through the year. We had one initial, and this will be the second one. But the increases and decreases are all laid out here. The Cliff Notes version is the main increases are for the residual payments we had to make to wrap up the Farmhouse Community Center and Veterans Honor Green Phase 2, where Veterans Honor Green was started, and it was on a yearly budget. If you recall, we had some permitting and mobilization slowdown last year in the spring. It took the county, I think it was about 3 months to get the permits done. So they got groundbreaking done about 4 days before our year end last year. So Veterans Honor Green Phase 2, the rest of the contract funding came into this year. The Farmhouse Community Center, some residual in the contract there since it was not in a capital project fund, just like Veterans Honor Green. It was a year to year, so we adjusted for the wrap up on that. We had some increases in salaries, which y'all had done some raises that were not budgeted in July of last year. A few adjustments on that. We had excess salary on the park due to empty positions during the year. So everything balances out. Total adjustments, increases, decreases, balance out to $295,680. Of this, everything is basically transferred except for $123,788, which is the money that was spent on Veterans Honor Green wrap up and the wrap up on the farmhouse. So overall, we've got a balanced budget, and as is normal, bringing that to y'all for a motion to approve the budget adjustment.
I move that we approve the budget adjustment as presented by the finance officer.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And then
And then we need to, I think, approve the finance report.
I make a motion that we approve the finance report as it presented.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? None.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sam.
you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
All right. Here we are at 25 after, going to committee reports. There's no one for Board Advisory Committee except our liaison, Ms. Snyder.
Oh, they haven't
They
met
haven't met. They will be meeting next Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Next Thursday at 1:30 here. Is there anyone from Historic Preservation Commission?
I don't think they met.
No, I don't think that. Planning and Zoning,
Didn't they?
Board of Adjustment, I don't think. Mountains to Sea, I know we have a wonderful report coming up. State your name and address.
Good evening. I am Ann Steele, Chair of the MST Committee. I live at 8927 Grove Park Drive. At the June 23rd meeting, the committee approved the May 26, 2026 minutes. The highlight of last month was an event held at the Headwaters Trail on Wednesday, June 24th. A local scout from Troop 149 named Jackson Heltzley had completed his Eagle Scout project, and we chose to showcase his hard work. Jackson did such a wonderful job on the informational panels on the trail that the committee wanted to make sure to acknowledge his efforts. We hosted a walk on the trail to view 3 of the 4 panels that were installed on the trail. The event was covered by Fox 8, and a nice article was written up in the Kernersville News. I would like to publicly thank committee member Mike Kimmel and his wife Suna for the preparation and time they put in to make this such a successful event. Mike worked closely with Jackson and is part of why this was such a successful project. I would also like to thank the members of town staff, Bill Bruce, Ashley Royal, and Brock for attending. We were thrilled to have Councilwoman Clark attend as well, and we are thankful for her presence and interest in the trail. One more thank you to Brock and his crew for helping to clear the trail of large, dangerous branches that had fallen in the storm the Monday prior to our walk on Wednesday. Our volunteer sawyers were out of town, and we appreciate the help from Brock and his crew to clear the path. They really did a great job. Bill Bruce and I are continuing discussions with a homeowner close to the Craggy Creek Trail to allow for an easement on her property. Once this is finalized, we will be able to move ahead with plans for signage for the Craggy Creek and Carriage Trace Loop trails. September is still a couple of months away, but our committee is making plans to participate in Heritage Day. We will have bamboo poles at our booth for children to decorate their own hiking poles. And we are thrilled to welcome Beth Hayes as our new committee member. She moved to Oak Ridge recently and is excited to help with the growth of trails in our town. Any questions?
Great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for what you guys do. All right, Conservation Easement Committee, I don't believe there's anyone here, but we do have great representation from special events. So Patty, why don't you come forward?
Since you're moving along so closely, I'm just going to talk forever. No. Patty Domchowski, 7320 Hidden View Drive. 4th of July events. It was hot. I don't know what else to say, but it was hot. But surprisingly, the kids' bike parade was well attended with over 500, we're guessing, Ann, or
600 is what I heard.
there was a lot
lot.
of them there, a lot of them there. I have a bunch of thanks, sorry. Guilford County for their $1,000 check to be used towards the 250th anniversary. Thanks to Ashley for sitting on that committee and coordinating that. Brent, who coordinated making a very large 6x9 backdrop sign for the amphitheater with the 250th logo on it. And my understanding is we're going to leave it up or put it back up for music in the park, so that'll be great. Thanks to the Oak Ridge Fire Department for bringing over a fire truck to spray the kids. They just loved it. They just came running from everywhere to get sprayed. Southern Foods donated all hot dogs and hamburgers, hot dogs and buns for us. Lions Clubs handed out water bottles. Scouts, as always, were there. Thanks to the Confident Kids Pediatric Dentist for raffling off a bicycle, and for the Fairy Lady for painting the kids' faces. Always thanks to the town staff for all their help, particularly Ann and Sean and Ashley, on this one, spent over with Brent, setting up the speakers at from Town Hall.
Rock and Sean, yeah.
Yeah, everybody enjoyed the music. It was great. Big shout out to Parks and Rec for all their help in setting up the area for the parade and the concert. The evening patriotic concert was well attended and enjoyed by all. Thank goodness for the shade. Whoever designed the park, it is just amazing that around 5:30 there's just shade there, and it is cool there. So it is really nice. The Triad Community Band was terrific, and they were very thankful for all the efforts that we put into place during the warm night. The band is primarily made up of retired people, so they were a little on the edge whether they were going to come or not, but thanks to Chief Ken Gibson for having one of their EMTs on site, and for Parks and Rec for the use of the golf cart to take the band members back and forth to the parking lot. We made sure they had water and a fan, and they were very happy. Thanks to Mayor Jim Harton for his history lesson. Very good. It was nice. And a shout out to Domino's for the pizza. The community, I have to say, overall was very thankful for the event. I tried to thank people all as they were walking around, and one of them said to me, well, this is my kid's favorite event, so we had to come out anyway and stuff. And it was so hot, but these kids just barreled through on it and stuff. One of the questions, though, that I kept coming up was, what time are the fireworks tonight for 4th of July? And I says, we don't have fireworks at 4th of July at this event. They're at Ridge Fest. But I'm going to try to investigate the cost and resources that are needed to have a drone fireworks maybe next year, like they have at the Dash Games. We'll see how that pans out. But most of all, big thank you to the Special Events Committee, especially Brent, who had to deal with a lot of things that went wrong. The machines went down at API, who we use for all our signs and everything. So we got them a little bit late, but Brent kept following up and he got them up. The golf cart didn't work, so we had to get a replacement golf cart. But Brent was terrific and came through all the way on this one. So 4th of July event is over, and hopefully next year it'll be a little cooler. 9/11 Memorial, we continue to work on the memorial and have asked Mark Reeves to review the site for placement. We have our next meeting and a workshop on July 16th at the farmhouse, and we're going to work on making new stars for Light Up the Night.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Not a question, but an add-on. The band was terrific, and I didn't realize until we were talking to them before. Think about how hot the 4th of July was. That was their 3rd concert of the day.
Of the day, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So they had, they were doing Beyond the Call of Duty, probably 6 hours before they got to us. So
They were going to do
they were terrific.
They were going to do a shorter program, but everybody was enjoying it, so they just did their full schedule of
They
it.
played
And
a
we-
long
we-
time.
Huh?
They played a long time.
They played a long time, and we also collected 2 large cardboard boxes of non-perishable food for crisis control. So that was also a plus. So
Thank you.
good time all around.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think the tree board met, but Parks and Rec, do you have something, Mr. John Browning?
She used all but 1 minute of your time, John.
Okay, I'll talk fast. John Browning, 8024 Linville Road. It's great to be with you. It's like we missed a meeting last month, so it's good to be here with you tonight. I'm here to give the activities report for our Parks and Recreation Advisory Board for our meeting June 18th. We did review your finalized document for the facility rental, fee reduction, and waiver guidelines. And we appreciate y'all kind of listening to our input, and we all agree it's a well-written, thorough document, and we appreciate y'all getting that out. So we'll look forward to using it. It does give us some good guidelines and directions, so thank you for that. Our upcoming, we're regularly scheduled July 16th Parks and Rec meeting has been canceled, and we have a special called meeting on July 23rd where we're going to listen to the Rivington Reeves personnel going to be there to talk about the Heritage Farm Park Phase 2 construction. So we're excited about that. So that's going to be July 23rd. And again, we will not have our regularly scheduled July 16th meeting. The Farmhouse Community Center, we had the second Music on the Lawn event on July 11th, and had about 85 people there. The Harton family was well represented, and it was great to see y'all. It's turned out to be a good, fun event. We have two more coming up this summer, August 30th and September 27th. So band sets up on the porch, and it's just a good, fun time, a little quieter, more laid back than the music in the park. And I do have some numbers for you, fresh off the press from Ashley, who does just such a great job about keeping all the numbers for everything. But our quarterly numbers for the community farmhouse, April to June, 222 and a half hours of total rental time for a total of $3,145 that was brought in during that time, of which the residents paid $1,205, non-residents $1,940. Had 6 senior hours that were booked during this quarterly time. So again, we're happy, and again, as the word of the mouth, the advertising and just regular advertising comes out, most weekends are already booked for the farmhouse. So far, we have 158 hours booked from July 1st through the end of the year, and we're hopeful that number will increase. Music in the Park, not to be confused with Music on the Lawn. Music in the Park, over at the park, is this coming Saturday, July 11th. The Special Occasion Band, one of our more popular bands, will be here this coming Saturday. Guaranteed to be a fun time for all. And if I've got a couple minutes, I'd just like to, on behalf of our board, thank the Special Events Committee. Again, most things good and fun that happen at the park, both parks, are due to the Special Events Committee. So I'd like to thank Britt and Patty and their whole group for all the hard work that they do to put these events on. So thank y'all very much. Any questions or comments?
Thank you.
Thank you.
As I understand it, you'll be watching the weather since for this coming Saturday night.
Ashley has her crystal ball and says it's looking better.
Looking better.
Okay, well, do your not rain dance or postpone the rain dance to 9:30.
Sunday afternoon, that's right. But thank y'all.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Finance Committee did not meet, so we are now on our agenda down to agenda item 13, public comments. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to make a statement? If so, come forward, state your name and address, and we'll try to keep your comments to 3 minutes. Anybody to make a public comment? Okay, then we're to council comments. So I'll look to council, and I'll start with Mr. Greason.
This is a long one. I'd like to thank all of our committees and our volunteers for the great job they do. Thank you.
That was great.
Right. Ms. Clark?
Sweet, baby.
Yeah, similar. Thank you for all the work done to put on the 4th of July event. It was hot but enjoyable.
Okay, Ms. Snyder.
Yeah, I loved the 4th of July, and I love that kids' bike parade. There's just something magical about seeing all those kids come out to celebrate our nation's birthday. And this is a particularly special one for our 250th. So that was very heartening. Sorry, I missed the MST event. I got to get out there and see that. I'm really excited about the work the Scout did and all the work that you guys are doing. And just I wish we had more people at our meetings. So put out the good word that we had a short meeting this time, okay? Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Stone.
You may have noticed that we got a little bit of road construction going on in Oak Ridge. Give yourself a little bit of extra time for travel through the town. Pack a small bottle of patience in your vehicle with you because you're going to need it. While it's frustrating, please exercise caution when you're traveling through the town, especially during the working hours when the construction crews are out there. We need for them to be as safe as we are in our vehicles. Slow down, pay close attention to the ever-changing traffic patterns. This is short-term pain, but we'll get through it together, but just be very cognizant of that. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight.
Thanks. My turn. I'd like to thank staff and Mr. Bruce and Mr. Anders. This past 6 months of trying to establish a budget has been a difficult process because the process that we normally follow was disrupted and eventually was impacted by decisions made by the legislature to have a moratorium on budgets related to increases in property tax rates. So your town council met on the last day possible to approve a revised budget based on more or less a similar situation to what we had in 25-26 for the 26-27 fiscal year in honor of that, to honor that moratorium. And we got that passed at the last possible minute, thanks to the efforts of Sam and Mr. Bruce. So thank you and all the staff that had impact in that. And thanks to the council for being on top of that as much as we could all through the discussions going on in both houses of the legislature and deciding whether or not the governor was going to sign that as well. But on June the 30th, we got it done, and I thank everybody here for that. That ends council comments. The council does need to go into a closed session, and we will do that. I'm not sure how we will do that since we have new security. We're same way.
That way.
Okay. We have put new security in for the office, and it's done by facial recognition, so I'm going to break it when it's my turn. Okay, so we go into closed session.
I move that we go into
Oh,
closed
sorry, thank
session.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, Jill, get your.
And then, somewhere, so we've come out of closed session and we're now to adjournment.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all. And thank you.